2XKO is on its way and the beta is live, and I was one of the lucky chosen to go and get a code. Unfortunately, as I booted up the game, they started maintenance, but we still managed to get offline and do a little bit of combos, test out some characters. Unfortunately, my audio got corrupted, so this is going to be more of a voiceover because I can't really fake a first impressions again. but stick around. I'm gonna show you a little bit of Ekko gameplay, combos that I learned, of some things, because I am going to main boy. So let's get in. I'm gonna talk about some things that I've learned while playing the game and just show you some early access gameplay and combos that I was kind of making up as I went along. Let's go. Alright, so we jumped in. We're out here. Game's basically just, you know, doing a little RPing, I guess. Friggin' telling me how to play for the most part. Little sparring session. Ari, Braum, Ekko, Ilawi, the goats. I think I don't know much about League, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but right now they're just teaching me how to do like the movement, which is very simple because it's move back and forward, dash, you know. Then the light, medium, and heavy attacks, which is similar to anybody, if y'all have played like fighters, square, triangle, circle. If you're on PlayStation, it lets you do your respective moves. With the post combos, they're basically auto combos, which I have learned. I thought it was a thing that was kind of in the game. No, I had to activate it. In the tutorial though, it was just teaching me how to do it. So like these moves are just multi-hits and whatnot. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do this. And then Braum starts beating me up for reasons I don't understand. They're trying to teach me how to block. I don't know why he did all that goddamn damage. But, you know, yeah, it hit hard, like Ekko said. God damn it. But I guess it was just to show that, you know, when you swap out with the quick tag, your character heals a bit. So like, as you can see in the ball right there, it's healing. But yeah, and now this is where they teach me how to disconnect from the goddamn game because the server went into maintenance. So big L's for your boy. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, oh, why did I get disconnected? And then I try to boot it back up and it wouldn't let me. After some digging, I found out that I had to launch the game in offline mode. And now we're back in this whore, doing the thing, playing Blitzcrank Ekko. I mean, playing the gangsta. Blitzcrank and Vi got Ekko and Yasuo doing our thing, moving. For this, I was testing out the post. So as you can see, that combo I kind of made up. But then that was the auto combo for Thing, which the post combos are like, they kind of just automatically go into a super, depending. So I was just kind of messing around with things, and then he just Ekko threw up into his ultimate. So I was like, yeah, that wasn't it for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, okay, kind of cool, just testing it all out, get the tag going, and then there he goes again. So with it, it's pretty intuitive. It makes the game feel good, but at the same time, personally, I was trying to get more creative, and he just kept ending in this here. I think it's just level 1, the where he throws the time sphere, and yeah. So like, no matter what I was doing, it kept ending in the super, and I was not a fan of that. So we reset again, and I was trying to just make a combo using the thing, but here we go again. Straight heavy into movement. Yeah, it weren't really it for me, bro. So I decided, let's try incorporate something with this post, just so I can understand it better. As you can see, I'm trying to lab things, and it just I was trying to essentially do something like I would in fighters, because a lot of my fighting game expertise, as I'll call it, comes from that game. So I was just trying to do stuff, figure it out if it had a grab. Oh, that fancy stuff, but you know, I'm sitting here labbing things, thinking this character's sick as hell, and then we just kept going into supers, which not a bad thing, but like when the meters, when you have meters, sometimes it could be a little annoying to have to kind of manage that. And I was pausing it because I was over it, I ain't gonna lie. So I said, flip this, and decided after I did this combo, I realized that no matter what I did, it would put me into a super. I was kind of over it, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is doing the same thing pretty much over and over again. It was yeah. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit as I shuffle through all these settings.
Everyone's waiting. Show them how it's done.
So now here we are. We got allow it, and it doesn't exactly matter because I'm just practicing. Mainly, most of my things are like Ekko stuff and swapping in and out and doing things of that nature. So I'm just testing the things out, labbing some combos, trying to lab combos, trying to make some stuff up. Also, while thinking that Ekko is super sick. So I'm here doing moves, testing things out, and just trying to lab it. So a lot of this is me just figuring it out, hitting stuff. Bang, 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 bang. Up into level 1, which didn't land. It wasn't true, but you know, kind of sick to do. Testing out the dash, hit, bang, then into that. And the after image clone is sick because you can like rewind. So here I am, bang, bang. You see, and then the time sphere, once it reaches its max distance and it hits you, which I just shown, apparently I'm silly and couldn't do it. Oh, there it is. You can just slow him down, and then you know it's pretty sick. It has a lot of combo potential. There's a lot of things you can do with this character that I think is really cool. So right here, I guess I'm trying to like throw that in. I swapped to Yasuo by accident. I'm trying to do the assist move, and then I hit her up. Yeah, swap back. This is me just. I'm messing around with the handshake function at this point, as you can see. Just trying to lab some stuff. If you peep the vision, I got some things, you know, that I think are really cool, but I'm still not too privy on how to do buttons because the game kicked me out in the middle of the tutorial and as I was learning. And unfortunately, the offline mode doesn't have anything but training and versus, and I couldn't play against anybody because I was home by myself. So here I am, I'm just trying to lab combos, some air combos, get guys in, work at some assists. And I wasn't playing Yasuo too much, so I didn't know what to do button-wise. So I was just kind of trying things, seeing what was true, seeing what wasn't true. As you can see, me trying to incorporate in the combo something sick while swapping. Kind of like, I'm gonna keep referencing it, but fighters when you do it. C assist into your combo. So here I am just trying to do an extended aerial combo after I launch them, but I'm trying to figure out like what's the best buttons. So you know, yeah, from my experience, mid into light into down heavy puts them in the air the best way they can. It might be some better stuff, but again, I'm labbing this by myself on my ones. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. So here we are, thugging it out, smoothing and grooving, vibing, trying. So I apologize for my amateurish gameplay, but this is literally frame 1, day 1, or day whatever. But my day 1, feel me, doing my thing in the beta, so you can see me just. I'm just trying stuff, bro. I don't even know what I'm doing. Look at me, just swinging, doing nothing, trying to learn stuff. So yeah, I at some point figure out enough to where I can do a combo that I practice, something competent that I thought was sick, while I'm trying to incorporate the aerials as well as his rewind. So later on I'll show you that, but that was me messing with the dash. I didn't see a reason for dashing, but again, I'm not fighting against a person, so obviously doing all this would be a hell of a lot different, and I was just trying to learn what all the buttons do, all the moves do. But it's mostly just Ekko. If you want to see someone else, I'll definitely play. I'll get around to playing everybody. It's just I'm trying to, you know, learn the ins and outs of the character that I really want to play, so that when the game comes, I'm here. I'm that guy. You feel me? So yeah, now I'm getting creative. You see, just out there messing around with things, trying to incorporate some stuff into some combos. So you can see I'm going from the hit into the after image into the dash, bang. You see, your boy's out there cooking. Let me cook. You feel me? I'm trying. I'm doing my thing. I'm just trying to, you know, get a swing of it, hold them, you know, get into the swing of it, get a feel for things, you know. Just play the game. I'm completely blind because I haven't seen anybody play it, nor have I gotten a proper tutorial run, so I'm just here. So I'm just trying to like master the combo I just did, see if I can link it into a super or something, but the way it's looking, probably not. I don't have enough downtime for that. Like, after I hit Ari into the sky, come back down, my plan is to do his side super, which is like an overhead, then teleport up from the top from the after image, and it's like the time is pretty tight for those that aren't used to it, and I was definitely still trying to get a hang of it, especially the buttons. Pressing the buttons, I play a lot of Street Fighter, so the quarter circles is how I expected to do supers, and then when I found out it wasn't that, I was instinctually still kind of pressing it from time to time. So yeah, me messing with the time sphere, the time rewind or whatever it's called, I was just seeing if you could hit it. That was why I did that little sequence just now, and I thought that was super sick. And I think that like Ekko as a character has a lot of freedom for mix because of all the ways you can rewind and jump back and forth and dash to different areas. Like, it just seems super cool. So that was me just figuring out like what I can do into like trying to like make stuff up as I go. And then Yasuo is sick. I think Yasuo is one of the best because of the freedom he has with his attacks. So here we're just getting a little feel for your boy. See what I can do. He has a lot of range. He has ranged attacks, close-up attacks, dashes, aerial dashes. Yasuo's got a mixed bag, bro. He is so strong. His combo potential is insane, so I'm sure I'll see a lot of him. And he just seems like a crowd favorite along with Ekko, which is why I believe they're in this game. And I'm just trying stuff, just labbing things, trying to keep the aerial stuff. I didn't know what this does. I have to do some more labbing, but he just takes a stance. And to my knowledge, the different buttons do different things for the stance. So I'm like, maybe I can figure something out, but I was just pressing buttons, bro. I was messing around with things, trying to figure out like how the distance worked for that move, that slash move. Because I'm like, wait, if I hold it, it goes further. And then this wind move, I was like, what does this do? And I was just trying to, I was trying to get it to where I could slash the tornado, well, make the tornado with the slash on the wind wall and all that good stuff. I realized it doesn't exactly interact with the opponent in that moment, so I was like, how do I use this? And then I figured, oh, I can use the tornado into the thing. The I'm gonna call it the wind slash, that into the tornado. So I was just trying to, while failing to do so, create the wind wall and then do that. Yeah, all in the same motion. But I spent way more time on Ekko than I did Yasuo, as you can see. And a lot of the footage I cut out because I was empty hopping and just swinging and pressing buttons. A lot of this was just me pressing buttons, trying to figure things out. But I was kind of over practicing on nobody because the CPU's not moving. So I figured, let me jump into a little versus match. Even though I can't play offline, I'll fight the CPU. So yeah, here this is. I just picked random again, Blitzcrank and Ari. I mean, and Ari. But I said, let me just run it. You know, why not? Now, mind you, I didn't see a difficulty setting for the CPU. Bro, fighting this thing was basically like fighting the practice bot. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I just wanted to check the interest, because some of these are kind of cool. So here we are. We're in there now. Let's do this. I'm like, okay. And then bro was not moving. So I was like, wait, did I actually pick CPU? And here I am just trying to lab the thing that I learned, and then he hit me. So I was like, oh, you're moving, and he's swinging, but he's doing nothing. Like, as you'll see, I end up just beating him up, despite him punching me in the forehead just now, because he's not doing anything, and I think the CPU is like on easy or something. I am abusing that after image, which I think is super sick. I think Ekko is really sick. Probably one of the best fighting game characters I've used based on like mix-up potential and creativity. So I'm just here beating up the CPU, trying to land my move I learned, by the way. But it was obviously harder to do on an opponent that wasn't stationary. So then she like hard hit me with that super for no reason, just to get me over, I guess. But yeah, the CPU was pretty much food. I had realized that in that moment, and then just ended it there. Me dapping myself up like, that's not how that will work, but it's still sick. So then I just decided, let me try something again. You know, the fights are 2 rounds apiece for both characters, so that's something I like. The games are relatively, they're not short. You know, they feel like the perfect length. They feel like the games are long, especially if you're going back and forth. And what I think I'll do is probably get a Brethren over, and then we'll run some versus matches, just to you know, show you guys like what's good, because this CPU is toast. You see me doing like my link combos. I was just practicing, you know, on an enemy that wasn't stationary, trying some stuff out with Yasuo, which by the way I didn't lay up at all, so I'm just kind of doing stuff. What you saw earlier was probably the extent of me using Yasuo, just figuring things out. I'm just like, yeah, this CPU is kind of cooked because it's not doing anything. You see, it just, what, it hit me twice. Maybe use an ult. So I just hit him with a super to end it, just to figure out what my super was. And this will definitely be my main team, Yasuo and Ekko and Yasuo. But for the most part, first impressions wise, I think this game is really sick. You know, I do enjoy it. It's different, but it's good different. Like, you can pick it up, you can kind of get the swing of it. I know people that play fighting games probably will feel comfortable playing this game, and those that aren't, I think it is really easy to get into. So I think it's pretty sick in that regard. But otherwise than that, I'm just gonna have to mess around with it once the server opens back up, and I can play some games. I'll probably get a Brethren over or 2. We could just run some matches, and then we could get going. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all feel about the game. If you got a beta key or what, and what type of matches you want me to see. The whole 9, because I am going to be playing this game. This game will be probably the most games you'll see on my channel. And I'm real excited to get into this thing. Real excited to mess around, show niggas what's good, find a partner, guys, get in there, start doing some ranked matches, doing the whole 9. But, you know, man, I'm super excited, bro. But like I said, just spam the comments. Let me know what you want. Let me know what y'all think. I'm glad y'all are here to watching, and thank y'all for showing up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.